being a contemporary art collector in the contemporary Chinese ink space, I really started wondering, where do I find these contemporary luxury lifestyle brands from Asia? They're actually quite difficult to find. I went online and I actually only ended up finding out some brands on Taobao. Since I collect artists, it's actually much better to have a one-stop directory where I can find all the best of Asian lifestyle designers in one place that I can buy from. And so I decided to build a platform that I couldn't find myself in person. And we hope that one day all the world's customers can buy from Asian lifestyle brands as well. I'm Krizia. I'm the CEO and founder of Vermilion Lifestyle, which is a B2B e-commerce platform for Asian luxury lifestyle brands. So I've had a pretty diverse career. I started off in banking, which is what happens a lot to young people in Hong Kong, but I gradually realized I had a lot more passions and more depth of interest that I wanted to bring into my career. After doing an MBA in the US, I joined McKinsey. I was really learning more about consumer and tech companies. And gradually I switched into Louis Vuitton Moët Hennessy Group. I joined Marriott to Asia Pacific and McDonald's Greater China. Those were places where I really got to understand what it was like to have a client experience or a very luxurious takeaway from an interior space. So we actually cover about 12 different origin countries at the moment, and a few of them are like Japan, Korea, Hong Kong, Singapore, Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, India, a little bit of Australia also, and basically outstanding designers are everywhere. And our criteria is Asian philosophy behind the aesthetic, Asian materials, and Asian techniques, and often heritage as well. So it's actually a pretty broad definition. And we're very open to the East-West dynamic because in the end, we want to better showcase Asian brands to the world's buyers. So actually, Hong Kong has a lot of creative talent. It's all kind of hiding in little pockets around the city, and really just takes a little time and some effort to find them and bring them together.
Between the wood and the ceramic.
This was founded by myself, Julie, and my husband, Jesse, hence the name Julie and Jesse. We are primarily ceramic designers and artists and craftsmen, makers. Obviously, my ties to Asia are a humongous part of my life. And it started also because we designed this wonderful song collection that Jesse and I worked on back when we were in New York, and it was inspired by a piece that was originally made in Jingdezhen, which we really wanted to loop the loop and go back to Jingdezhen and to see if the craftsmanship was still there and how we could work within the city to actually produce this collection. So we landed in Hong Kong first, then Jesse flew to Jingdezhen, and then we kind of never left the city and have been traveling back and forth. And therefore, all this inspiration, all this 2,000 years of porcelain production has heavily influenced who we are, our work. And we build on these traditions, and we kind of meld it and mesh it with our own traditions and kind of try to find a way and strike a balance to innovate with traditions. So not to just copy what was made in the past, but to actually look into the future and how we can transform the past into something new.
I think out of about 300 brands that we have in total, actually half is from China, and they come from all parts of China. I mean, we do regularly go to Design Beijing, Design Shanghai, Design Shenzhen. I'm going next week. So actually, we always have an eye out for that. We also collaborate with some of the top design organizations in China as well. And they're really starting to come out in a very big way, collaborating with Louis Vuitton, for example. But also there's books now, design textbooks that cover contemporary Chinese furniture design that's really going to help promote the word of Chinese designers out there to the West. And Vermilion just plays a little part in making that happen.